Hi, Eileen. Thank you so much for agreeing to share your pickleball story with our Keep Active Australia and our community. Yeah, to start off with, can you please introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about yourself and where you are, what you do?
Okay, so my name is Eileen and I live in Warrnambool in Victoria. I've been here for about 8 years, and prior to that I was living in California for 23 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and when I came to Warrnambool, I just could afford a house, I could live near the beach, and I had a full-time job to come to, which was brilliant. And I retired from work almost 2 years ago and
Okay.
have been doing different activities. And I was out for dinner one night with a group that go caravanning, and I
Oh,
had bought
wow.
myself a Sprinter motorhome. So that's why I was kind of hanging out with that group.
Yeah.
And someone said, oh, they're so busy because they play tennis, they play pickleball. I said, what, pickleball? Do we have pickleball in Warrnambool? Yes. So that was Friday night. Sunday was the next session of pickleball. So I was there on Sunday. And on Monday, I joined Pickleball Australia because I just loved the game.
Yeah.
I'm not a good player because I haven't played a lot of ball sports in my life.
Yeah.
So, I played table tennis in my teens. I played softball very, very badly. And
Yeah.
at school, they didn't tend to teach you to improve it when I went to school. If you were good, they fostered it. But if you weren't good, you just kind of got left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just didn't get picked for the team, and that was it. You just went on and did something else.
I think things have changed a little bit, but some have remained. Like, I don't have a good sports images myself. We
Mm-hmm.
participated as a group. I grew up in Fiji. It's a smaller nation, very different environment. But
Yes.
I did a little bit of hockey. I loved it. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's I don't know, where we were being an Indian background, there's a bit of it's not a girls thing. Dancing
Yes.
seems to be the part rather than
Yes.
sports. So yeah, it's interesting how just different people from different areas, generations have so varied experiences with their association with sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I was born in Ireland and we migrated to Australia when I was young,
Yeah.
um, it was a struggle for the family. So money for
Yeah.
coaching or for sports equipment was not really there.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And I think when you a migrant, it kind of resonates with us. I think as a migrant in this country or any country, the first 5 or 10 years is just as a family, you're trying to survive and build up, isn't it? Like there's not
yeah,
much money. And in that moment, I know my parents are not even thinking about like sports, which is an extra. But
yes.
if there was some way to get involved, I'm sure they would have sent me. But yeah. So well, thank you for that. Um, so you have been playing pickleball for a lot of years now, two
No,
years,
no, just 1 year.
just 1 year.
I've just got the email to renew my pickleball membership, so it's only 1 year.
And so what's your game like now? Like after 1 year, I'm sure it's improved a lot.
Oh, it's improved. Yeah, now I don't feel like I'm the girl left sitting on the seat and the last one to be picked. It's now I feel a little bit more confident.
Yeah,
And other people who've come after me,
yeah,
they're streets ahead of me, but they've come from a tennis background.
yeah,
And anyone who's played tennis can play pickleball. You
yeah.
just have to adjust your game a little.
So I've heard
And
that they say it's a much easier and has a smaller court. So do you feel the because it's a smaller court, you don't have to run a lot. It's a lot easier.
I don't find it difficult at all,
Yeah,
the amount of activity that's involved.
yeah,
Um, I think you either like it or you don't like it.
yeah,
And everybody in the pickleball community that I've had anything to do with are welcoming and encouraging.
Yeah.
So that makes a big difference to people. You know, even if you're not playing very well, if they say, don't worry, try it again.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh. And that's very, very important.
The social
And
aspects, the community, lifting
yeah,
each other up.
yeah, lifting each other up. That's so important to make you feel comfortable and confident. Because if they say, yeah, let's just not look at her so she doesn't think we're going to play with her, you know, that kind of thing, then it's,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be coming back.
Yeah.
But I now play 3 days a week, and sometimes I play 4 days.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes I'll go twice on the one day.
So there'll be 2 hours.
So there's a session in the morning at 10 o'clock
Yeah.
that goes for an hour and a half, and there's a session in the evening that starts at 6 o'clock and goes for an hour and a half.
Okay, cool. It sounds
Yeah,
exciting. I'll have to try it. I did play
try it.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
The
it'd be
other good
addictive.
thing, the other good thing about pickleball, you don't have any initial expense. You can go and try without having to kit yourself out with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
most clubs will let you come and play free the first time.
Yeah.
And most clubs have paddles that they will loan you to use while you're there playing. So
Yeah.
you can have a few sessions with loaned equipment and then go
Just
on and
try it
buy your
out.
own equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
So
cost
you're not
of
losing anything financially.
yeah. And the cost of a game, is it roughly $5 to $10 or something
Yeah,
like that per session?
in Warrnambool where I play, it's $5 a session.
Oh, that's really
If you
affordable.
have joined, very affordable.
Yeah. Yeah. And for one
Yeah.
and a half hours, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. I think that's probably
Yeah.
the cheapest fitness I've but yeah, there's a big community around you. It's really exciting.
Yeah.
So very briefly, did you play any other sports while you were growing up or like in your adult?
Right. So
Um,
Irish dancing,
yes.
which is not really a sport. Then I tried judo
Okay, so you've
and
always been doing one thing or another, just keeping fit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't pursue any of these sports for long because
Yeah.
I wasn't good at them. The one that I pursued the most was table tennis.
Yeah.
And I did some outrigger canoe paddling when I lived
Oh,
in LA.
wow.
That was fun. But
So
I
is that,
moved from LA.
yeah, so is that like what's the difference with the trigger canoe? I'm just curious. I'll have to look it up.
So rowing is in a scull or like a sleek boat,
Yeah.
but outriggers, it's a boat that's got an outrigger on it.
Is it like a raft setup?
It's like the Hawaiians. Have you ever seen the Hawaiians where they've got a paddle and
Oh,
they're
yes. Yes, yes,
they're
yes.
kind of digging through the water
Yeah, yeah.
as opposed to this way?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you've explained it properly. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So in your group, are there people of similar ages or anyone can join? Like if someone's in Warrnambool or nearby looking, like do you, as long
Yes,
as you
there's
have the drive to play and just you're open to it?
so in the mornings it tends to be primarily people who are retired,
Yeah.
and then the evenings tends to be people who are still working.
Okay.
And the youngest player that plays regularly is just going into year 11. Yeah. And
Amazing.
he plays pretty much every week.
Yeah.
And then the oldest player that plays regularly is pushing 80.
Yeah. That's
And the evening
amazing.
players tend to be their 30s up to the 60s.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And the morning players tend to be more retirement age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that is amazing. And so yeah, like I just find such joy when I hear someone in a social sports setting because the reason behind that is I really believe and with the whole idea of KeepActive is people just need to find something that's really suitable for them and that they love and enjoy. And the first thing is, where do you find these things, right? You've come across talking to friends, but if someone's new, they don't know where to look for things. We could do a web search and hopefully we can help them find something near them. So thank you so much